people don't think I've taken out all the room.
on your toilet. So we are back again. Arsenal. I said this the other day, Kenny. No pressure, no problem. That's the first time we've done the double over Chelsea since 2004 when we were actually good. The last time we beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, they won the Champions League.
And the FA Cup.
And the FA Cup.
Yeah,
and they're in the
Nick
Champions League and FA Cup final.
Yeah, can I just say one thing? I'm not going to do the toilet surprise, but there seems to be like certain people on Twitter who think that people like myself who want Arteta replaced, not having Arteta. I'm not happy we beat Chelsea. I'm not celebrating, and that I wanted Arsenal to lose to prove a point towards Arteta. Firstly, that's a load of rubbish. I don't like Chelsea because of the rivalry in London, and I'm desperate to win today. You know, I remember watching games, the FA Cup final in 2017. I wasn't a Wenger out, but it didn't stop me having a great time when we won the FA Cup final. 2020, I was never convinced by Arteta, but I still celebrated. I think that's an insult to anyone, our Arsenal fan, especially for someone like myself, because I know it was aimed at me, to say that I'm upset and I want Arsenal to lose a match because of Arteta. So I just want to get that off my chest. You know what I mean? Because you know, it's a Trojan horse victory, and most importantly, yeah, a lot of I sense your frustration. I sense Diesel's. I sense a lot of people, Dan's as well, that we've done this. We had this great time, but we can't enjoy it. We can enjoy it momentarily. Then we think, well, what we got to show for it? And I share their frustration. We're not even allowed to be frustrated about last week still, and still feel upset because the game that. What happened last week really matters. You know, we're still not allowed to have reservations for Arteta. People saying, yeah, great manager, beat Ole, beat Klopp, beat Pep, and beat Tuchel, and now he's beat Lampard. Great manager, blah, blah. But all of those managers are either won a title, won the European Cup, got their teams in the top four, and got a European Cup final to look forward to. So in that respect, that's the level I want Arsenal at. You know, yes, it's nice to beat Chelsea. It's nice to beat all these teams. And I'm enjoying myself, but, you know, it's always going to be what might have been, isn't it? It's like sleeping with maybe your ex-girlfriend and then enjoying it, but thinking, well, what have I got back to go back? You know, I still haven't got a relationship to go back to. And it's that sort of thing, you know what I mean?
No, it's true. Who stood out for you tonight? Because for me personally, I thought El Neni was superb.
You know what? I'm so glad you say that. I think what we need to do is we need to put some respect on that man's name. I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. Mohamed El Neni is what he is on the tin. He's not going to, like I said, be a Houssam Aouar or a Santiago Cafolo or Mesut Ozil. He's not going to score goals from midfield like Frank Lampard and Aaron Ramsey. He gives everything for the football club and for his shirt. He is so proud to play for Arsenal Football Club. And every time he's given his all. I remember the North London Derby, 2016. He played the same sort of position, played his nuts, ran his nuts off. Today, his best performance in Arsenal, he was man of the match. Put some respect in his name. And try and appreciate Mohamed. Because in a difficult season, when the chips are down and you need people to walk a broken glass for you, just remember this guy when he leaves his football club and give him a big thank you and a big send-off. Because this man deserves a send-off.
He's a limited footballer, but he knows his limitations, and that's why, like, I don't hate on him. Like, I don't give him shit because he's got an engine on him, but he just keeps it simple. He knows he's not great, so he gets the ball and he gives it to someone technically better. He'll do the donkey work, and he gets stuck in, and he's up and down, up and down. I don't dislike El Neni. Like, there's a lot of players at this club I do dislike. He's not one of them. What did you make of Bernd Leno tonight? He made some good saves tonight.
You know, your thing with Bernd, he was solid. You know, he's solid. You know, he was everything maybe Arisa Balaha wasn't. You know what I mean? And the thing with Bernd, he's a Jekyll and Hyde character. You know, we all agree that he's like probably the equivalent of Carlo Culaccini, and you know, was like at Chelsea, like a good solid keeper, very good what he does, but he's not top level. And Bernd will be the first to say that. And I'm hearing Bernd wants to leave the football club, and respects him because you know he wants to get in the squad for the Euros, and you know make a name for himself and catch the eye of Flick, who's the next German coach. But performance today, great handling, made saves when he had to, and he made a fantastic save from Zuma, which he tipped it onto the bar. So I was very pleased with Burnt as well.
Yeah, no, I agree. And obviously Smith Rowe scored the winner. It was a bit of a gift, of course, but listen, gifts, it don't really matter. It doesn't matter how they go in, just that they do. And listen, we've beaten a very good side there today, despite hanging on at times and being overrun at times. We dug in today, and it just winds me up, Kenny, that we can't do this when the pressure is on. And this has been a cycle that was going back to Wenger days. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even 4 years before Wenger left. Like, it was, as soon as the pressure's off, all of a sudden Arsenal put a run together. Everyone gets excited. Then we have a flop of a transfer window. We gas up the dead ballers that we've signed, and we do it all over again. Do you actually think he'll be sacked? Or do you think he is going to be in charge of this transfer window and go into next season?
Well, the thing about it is that, I say it once, say it 1,000 times, the Kroenkes have got an open goal. They have got an open goal. He has proved to be a financial liability, just like Arsene Wenger was proved to be a financial liability in the last 2 years. If you're not in playing European football, there's no revenue. It's all on him. All our defeats, all 13 of our defeats, by and large, are down to his poor team selection. The semi-final is a great example of his poor team selection. So he has to take some responsibility. He has to be sacked. If they're organising a protest on the 23rd of May, and they want big numbers. They know there's going to be at least 10,000 fans at the football club. Now, surely, if we're not in Europe, right, then it's been an old situation for the Kroenkes to save themselves and appease some of the fans and say, right, I'm going to do something, and I'm going to change things, I'm going to change their ways. So I'm going to be ruthless with failure. I'm going to sack Arteta, make sure we get everything in place to get a new manager into the club, a top manager, and let's say to the top manager, I want trophies, I want top four next season. Next season, I want you to challenge for the league. If you don't, then we'll get someone else, and that we're here to win trophies. The minute that mentality comes from the board and they mean it, then that transfers to the manager and to the players, and then they will be under peril. And the players who can't play under pressure will be got rid of. But what's happening right now is that you're on easy street, but you want top results. You can't have that if the pressure's on. You have to be able to deal with pressure, and the managers can't deal with pressure. I heard at his press conference he was trying to wag his finger about it as if to say, "How dare you ever go at me after all we've been through?" Well, they had a go at you because you lost in Europe.
Yeah, man. Listen, we're going to do player ratings in a short while. Big up to you, Kenny. Appreciate it. Follow Kenny Ken 1972 on Twitter and Insta. Thank you, Kenny. Appreciate it, man. I
appreciate it as well. It's just, it's always good to beat Chelsea, and it's good to enjoy it. But the thing is that, at the end of the season, it's going to feel like a Trojan horse moment if they're running around Porto in the Champions League and running around Wembley European Cup. I mean, I'll take losing to Chelsea home and away if I was in an FA Cup final, Champions League final. Not because I want to lose, but I'm here for the glory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, come on. Exactly.